All right, guys. Hi, 7th graders. I am so sorry that this is a little bit delayed. However, luckily we started on some of this in class. I'm going to start on day 9. So hopefully you've done this or you've worked on some of these prior to watching these videos. And you watching this just means that you are reviewing and checking your answers, making sure you're getting this right. Also, if you are not sure, you do have time to come talk to me tomorrow, on Monday and Tuesday in the afternoon or in the morning, and we can go over specific questions that you have. Let's say the video wasn't clear enough for you. Okay, number 18. Let's zoom in. A car rental agency initially offers a car that can go 304 miles on 19 over 2.9 gallons of gas. There are other vehicles available at the agency shown below. Which of the other cars have a greater unit rate of miles per gallon, so it's miles divided by your gallons, than the recommended. So you need to look for a greater unit rate. You need to first find out what's the unit rate for the original problem here. So that means unit rate means to divide. You see the rate word? You're dividing. So I have to divide 304 divided by 19 over 2. Luckily, they turned this fraction for you. They turned it into a fraction for you already. Okay. Put your whole number over 1. Make two fractions. Don't just divide with decimals or whole numbers with fractions. Turn them all to fractions. Now, remember, keep the original, change the sign, flip the 2, and multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a guess. Can we cross simplify here? We can either cross simplify or just go straight across. Which, in this case, to avoid me having to do so much extra guessing and multiplying of 19 times whatever the case may be, I'm going to go 304 times 2, which is 608, divided by 19. Now I only have to divide 19 into 608. Well, okay, 20, I'm going to round this to 20. So 20 times 3 is 60. So at least, and I know that this is less than 20. So for sure, 19 is going to go into 60 3 times, making it 57. Subtract makes this 38. 19 into 38 is twice. So for this rental agency, this person can get 32 miles per gallon. That's what this person's getting. Now you need to go back and look at these measurements. Yes, you do have to work each one of them out. You don't want to skip and possibly miss an answer choice just because you didn't want to work it out. Okay, so let me make this out a little bit so you can see all of my work. I'm going to do 187 times 2 over 17. 187 times 2 gives me 14, 16, 17, 2, 3. 374 over 17. Okay? I'm going to do that one in a minute. Actually, might as well just do it now. 17 into 37.4 is twice, giving me 34. It's 3. It's 4. It's 2. 22. Matter of fact, you could have even stopped when you noticed that 17 went into 37 only twice, because you need 3, not A. Okay, 357 times 2 over 21. 6, so that's 600, 100 is 714, divided by 21. Okay, 21 into 714. Let me double check that this is right. Matter of fact, I think you can use, no, you can't use a calculator on this, so don't try to use a calculator when you're not supposed to, matter of fact. 10, 11, 6, 7. Yes, I was right. All right, 21 into 71. At least 3 times. Because 21 times 4 is 84. 21 times 3 is 63. Makes that 6. 11 minus 3 is 8 over 4. 21 times 4 is 84. And 32 is larger than 34 is larger than 32, so B is an option choice. Okay. 216 over 1 times 2 over 27. All right, so I know this is simplified by 3. This becomes 9. This becomes 72. This becomes 1. That becomes 8. This becomes 16. 3 goes into 21 7 times. 3 twice. Yes, not true. A is not an option. C is not an option. All right, 209 times 2 over 11. I don't think that these two can cross simplify, so I'm just going to go straight across. Make this 418 divided by 11. 11 goes into 418 3 times. 88 gives me 38. So making answer choice D an answer. 115 times 2 over 5. 23. 23 times 2 is 46. E is also an answer choice. Okay. Derek applies grass to seed. To 2/5 of an acre in 3/4 an hour. The word in means divide. That's your rate word. How many acres can he cover per hour? 2/5 divided by 3/4. Keep, change, flip. 8 over 15. So he can cover 8 over 15 acres per hour. Now, I'm not a superhuman genius, so I'm going to go double check if my answers are right. Yes, I am. Good to go. Number 20, tell whether the relationship is proportional and explain why or why not. Well, I'm going to connect the dots. Automatically, it's not a straight line. Yes, it may run through the origin. Not a straight line. In order for it to be proportional, it needs to be a single line that can be drawn through all the points, and the line passes through the origin. It's not proportional. So it's not. This one says is not. So it can be drawn through a single line, but it does not pass through the origin. The relationship is not proportional because a single line cannot be drawn. All right. Which of the following situations form a proportional relationship? All right, 5 DVDs for $9 and 15 DVDs for $27. So, best way for you to do this one would be to create yourself. I'm doing one by one here. 5 over 9 is supposed to be equal to 15 over 27. 5 times 3 is 15. 9 times 3 is 27. 21, A is definitely a choice. Okay, remember, because the constant is, in this case, is 3. For the B, 6 cups of coffee for $8 is supposed to be equal to 9 cups of coffee for $12. Okay, remember my trick I taught you to compare fractions. Are these two equivalent? Let's simplify them first. Let's see. That's the easiest way. Divided by 2 makes this 3 over 4. Divide this by 3 makes this 3 over 4. Are these two equivalent? Yep, absolutely. All right, number 3. 3 pocketbooks for $60 is supposed to be equal to 5 pocketbooks for $90. Well, 3 goes into 60 20 times. 5 goes into 90 18 times. They do not equal, making C not an answer choice. Okay, so D. 12 cans, supposed to be $3. and 30 cans is supposed to be $7.50. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 7 goes into 30. 7.5 goes into 30. Let's take a guess here. When you're dividing decimals, remember to move your decimal over outside and also move it over inside. 75 goes into 300 4 times because 75 times 2 is 150 and 150 times 2 is 300. Making these two equivalent. All right. 2 ink cartridges for $25 and 4 ink cartridges for $75. Well, 2 goes into 25. Actually, this is where the trick of comparing fractions come into play. 2 times 75 is 150. 25 times 4 is 100. These are not equal, making these ratios not equivalent. All right. 22. The amount Anton earns mowing lawn depends on the number of hours he works, and the relationship they're telling you is proportional. Anton earns $69 for working 6 hours. Complete the table. So you want to first divide 6 into 69 to figure out what he's getting per hour. 1, 6, 1, 6, 3, 5. He's getting $11.50 per hour. So what you want to do now is say, okay, 11.3 times 11.50. Or from here to here, divided by 11.50. Okay? So 3 times 33, half of 3 is 1.5, so it should be 34.5. This becomes 5. This becomes 8.5. This becomes 92. This is 126.5. And this one is 12. First step though, find out what he gets per hour. The order pair shows equal amounts of money in US dollars and euros. All right, I believe we went over this one. Keep in mind, what's the order pair to find the unit rate? It's always y divided by x. Unit rate is the same as finding k. What is it increasing by, or per minute or per hour? So the y values are called your euros. So it's the euros. It's the euros divided by the dollars. Now pick a point and make it an easy point. Don't try to do something super fancy here. Pick any one of these points and divide 78 over 100. Remember, always y divided by x. So the coordinate says here, $1 US. If I simplify this, well, they left it in, they wanted to compare it to, so this is 78 euros, this is $100, okay? That means if I divide this, this becomes 0.78 for $1. So 70 euros, making your answer choice B. All right, 24. Marsha is selling frozen yogurt at a town concert to help raise money for the local library. The earnings for the library Y are proportional, so they're telling you it's proportional to the number of frozen yogurts X she sells. Okay. This is our given information here. You first need to figure out how much they're charging per yogurt. 6 into 21 is 3. Make this 18. Subtract. It's $3.50 a yogurt. Okay, so that's K. K is equivalent to $3.50. Now remember, our proportional relationship equation is y equals kx. So if you know K, substitute it in here. Y is equal to 3.5x. No other way around. Nothing super different or anything else. This is the way you write a proportional relationship equation. Okay? Alright, to fill in the missing links, 2 times 350 makes this 7. 10 times 350 makes this, I believe, 35. Yes. 35. 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, so let's take these points and plot them at the graph below. So you have yours available, so I'm not going to go back and up and down the whole time. But my first point is at 2, 7. 2, 5, 6, 7 is in the middle. 4, 14, right here. 6, 21. 8, 28. And then 10 and 35. It is proportional, so make sure your line runs through the origin. If Marcia wants to raise $245 for the library, how many frozen yogurts would she have to sell? Well, you know she wants to make 245. You're going to use this y equals 3.5x formula. You know she wants to make $245. You know it costs $3.50 per yogurt. Now you go revert back to solving equations here. Since 3.5 and x are being multiplied, to do the inverse and divide. When you come to the side, I don't believe this is a calculator, so practice makes it perfect here. 35 does not go into 24. It goes into 245, 7 times 245, 0, 70. So she needs to sell 70 yogurts in order to make $245. 25. The department store has a discount on shoes based on percentage of the price. Suppose one pair of shoes is marked down from 70 to 49. What is the price of a pair of shoes after the discount is applied? Two-step problem here. First, you need to do new minus old over old. The new price is 49 minus 70 divided by the old price. I believe that is 21 over 70. And divided by 7 is 3 over 10. That is a 30% discount going down. Okay, so we know that it is going down 30%. So now you need to apply this 30% to that original pair. Two ways to go about this. Okay. If the original pair is $110, you can, method 1, you can multiply that 30% by 110, which gives you 33. Then, since it's marked down, you subtract that 33, making the price $77. The new price of the shoe is $77. Okay, method 2. Since it's 30% off or down, that means you're not paying 30% of the original 100, which was the $110. So the 100%, subtract your percent since it's a markdown. You're only paying 70% of the original price. So when you type it in the calculator, you technically only have to ask yourself, I'm not paying 30 when I do what I have left to pay, 70%. Multiply the original price by the new percentage, and that gives you $77. Okay. A purchase in Iowa totals $45 purchase in Iowa totals $47.70 with tax, and $35 purchase in Tennessee totals $37.45 with tax. Which state has a greater sales tax percentage? Okay, this is new minus old. Iowa becomes 47.70 minus 45 divided by 45. Tennessee becomes 37.45 minus 35 divided by 35. I'm going to pull my calculator out. And I'm going to say 47.5 minus 45 is 2.5 divided by 45. Oopsies. 47.70 minus 45 is 2.7. Sorry, guys. Divide that by 45, makes the sales, makes it 0.06. Move it over twice, makes it 6%. For Tennessee, 37.45 minus 35 is equivalent to 2.45. Divided by 35 is 0.07. Move it over twice to turn it into a percent. Tennessee has the greater sales tax percentage. All right, I believe we've discussed this piece at school. We discussed these at school. All it is new minus old divided by old. Okay, so for this one, I'm just going to give you the answers. I'm going to write down the answers for you. Number 1 was F. If you want more clarification, come see me in class. I will be happy to go over the answer choices with you. I'll go, let me pick, I guess it doesn't really matter. I can do number 27 with you. So for 27, it's on sale for that much. So this is the new price. So I have 30.25 minus 55 divided by 55. That's the original price. Type it in the calculator. Makes it a 45%. This gives me technically negative 24.75, but don't worry about that negative because the negative only represents the fact that it's a discount and it's on sale. Okay, if it was positive, that means the price went up, the price increased. Okay. Associative property. Which one uses the associative property correctly? Okay. Associative property says you're changing the groups. All right, so we discussed in this one, they're using the distributive property. For them to get from, because what I see different from here, these two are the same. That means these two have to be combined to give you these two. That means I have to change my groups. You can see an answer choice. In order for me to make this a 1, they multiply it by the inverse. So they use the inverse multiplicative property, not D. The only difference here, or same thing on this side and this side, is here. They had to combine these two to give you 6x, which means they have to change the order. Changing the order uses the commutative property. Now, 5 over 3 let me double check why. 5 over 3 minus 3 over 5 times 5 is 25 over 15 minus 9 over 15 16 over 15. Okay, so they changed the groups by combining these two. So that is 15, that is 1, and 1 over 15. I have to look into why it's A. I'm not 100% sure. Which properties are used to simplify? Well, you gotta go figure out what to do to move the operation from here to this equation. Meaning, what did they do to get 5y? Well, first, what I see over here is they need to get rid of that 3. They needed to distribute it, for sure. To distribute the 3 to the 2/5, 3 times 2 over 5 x plus 3 times 7 over 5 y. Make these into fractions as well. And plus 4 over 5 y. Now, I can't change anything here yet, but I can multiply across, making this 6 over 5x plus 4 over 5y plus 21 over 5y. Since these two have the same variable, I can combine them, and they have a common denominator, so I don't even have to change my denominator here. But it changes this to 4 plus 21 makes it 25 over 5y plus 6 over 5x. Can't combine them. 5 divided by... Alright, so look at the steps that I took here. First, I applied the distributive property. Then in order for me to combine these two, I had to move the order of addition, making it C. I did not multiply the commutative property. I did not multiply them. Okay? Then I double check though. I don't want to give you the wrong answers here. Then I just simplified. 5 into 25 makes this 5y plus 6 over 5x. I didn't change the groups. I didn't change any of these groups. So it's not neither of those. Is neither of those. All right. Jamie is selling tickets for a whale watch at a local beach. The tickets cost $24.40 for an adult, $14.50 for a child. He earns 30% commission on all the ticket sales, whether it's adults or children, by the way. Jamie, write an expression. So first, you want to write an expression that uses parentheses to express how much Jamie earns for selling tickets, where A is the adult tickets and C is the children tickets. Okay, so we don't know how many adult tickets he sold, but we're going to say it's $24.40 A plus $14.50 C. Here's my parentheses. So these values in the parentheses represents how much money he has made. It's going to make, or he has made for the company by selling adult and children tickets. Now, whatever he sells here, he gets 30% of it. Okay? My expression now here is, I'm going to change my percentage to a decimal. The expression becomes 0.3 times 24.40 A plus 14.50 C. Distribute the 0.30 to each coefficient. That will give you 7.32 A plus 4.35 C. Okay, distribute means multiply. So multiply 0.3 times 24.0 and 0.3 times 14.5.